Hey, what up guys, Perry here. Today we're going to be doing a segment of Talk Time. I'm going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about drugs and alcohol, why they should not be used to solve your problems, and we're going to talk about violence and how it is not good and it's never the answer. Okay? So let's get started here. First thing we're going to talk about, drugs and alcohol. Don't use it to solve your problems, okay? In my opinion, when someone uses drugs and alcohol to solve their problems, all they're doing is running away from them, okay? People say, oh, it helps me deal with it. It frees my mind. Okay, it doesn't help you deal with it. It makes you run away from it, and you're not facing your obstacles head on, because there's going to come a point where you're going to be faced up with a problem and you're not going to be able to deal with it. Drugs and alcohol are not a way to deal with your problems if you can't handle the stress of it. If you're having stress with a problem, like I said in a couple videos ago, stress relievers. Talk to somebody about it. Let it off your chest, because it's not good to build up emotion inside of you, because it will eat you alive. You need to talk to somebody about it if you're feeling stressed or having trouble dealing with a problem. Talk to somebody about it. That's what friends are for. That's what your parents are for. That's what freaking counselors and therapists are for. They're there to hear your problems. If you don't feel strong enough to handle the problems on your own, and you have to resort to something as bad as drugs and alcohol, you need to talk to somebody about these problems and not use terrible substances to deal with it. That is not a great thing to do. Those things, because drugs and alcohol will lead to addiction. Addiction will lead to a worse life that no one wants to be in, where you're just dropping money on all this stuff and you do not want to do that. So, if you feel you're having trouble with problems or stress, talk to somebody about it. Because what I've learned from my past is if I talk to somebody about my problems, I almost feel a sense of relief and just that type of feeling, because I let it off my chest. And then someone can tell me how I can deal with it, or how I can deal with my problems or something like that. You do not need terrible substances as that stuff, because it will just eat you alive and nobody wants that. So basically what I'm saying, don't do drugs and alcohol. Terrible thing. Hide away from problems. You're hiding from them and running away from them. You're not facing them with those things that you do. Okay? Talk to somebody about them, you'll feel much better. Second thing, violence. Okay? Never the answer. Violence only makes matters worse. Not just for the fighter, but for both of you guys. Fighting leads to getting arrested or pressing charges, anything. Violence is never the thing to do or someone to settle for. If you're having a problem with somebody, you need to go tell somebody. Sure, there's such thing as taking matters into your own hands, but you can talk to them about it, not use your fist. Simple as that. If you're having problems with somebody, you have to go up and talk to them about it, and if they're still not listening to you, then yes, get an adult involved and talk to somebody about problems, and then ask them to handle it. Sure, you know what, you'll get made fun of, but whatever. If they're making fun of you, that makes them that's just low for them. And if using violence to solve that problem you're having with them, you're just stooping to their level. People need to set an example for themselves, okay? If you feel that you need to fight and punch and kick whatever to get your point across, well, you know what, you're not setting a very good example for yourself, okay? You are just putting your standards real low and sinking down to this person's level. You do not want to sink down to this person's level to the point where everyone thinks that you're a piece of shit person because you beat this kid up for talking shit behind your back, okay? Don't need to fight somebody. Sit down, talk to him or a person you trust about it, and see if that helps. If not, get principal, police, parents involved, whatever. Because fighting should be not even a resort. It should not even be on the mind, because it's not worth it. You get one good punch in, next thing you know, you're getting arrested, going to prison, and dying. Cool beans. You want to do that? Fine with me. Not really fine with me. Fighting is never the answer. Do not resort to it, because there's a million better things to do than that, okay? So, if you're having problems, sit down and talk about it, confront the person. If that doesn't work, talk to your parents, talk to a person of authority, and if that doesn't even work, then might as well go to the police. As simple as that, because anything is better than violence, because you're setting yourself to a very low standard if you're sinking down to the level, and no one wants to do that, okay? So, recap, drugs and alcohol, they don't help you solve your problems, they run away from them. Talk to somebody if you're having problems. Do not resort to it, because you do so much better and succeed more in life without that terrible things, okay? Second thing, violence. Never do it. There's a million things you can do. Confront the person, sit down and talk about the conflict, talk to an adult. A million better things to do. You do not need to consider violence as the answer, because you're so much better, okay? Basically, guys, if you want me to talk about a certain topic or anything, comment down below, and I will be more than happy to. Anytime you need to talk about something, just comment right below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll probably be doing a story time session later today, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, peace.